Hump day. That's that hump day style. Yeah. Yo, August just about done. But we good. We had Leo season. Yeah. Hit that like button, y'all. So, tonight, we're going to talk about, we're really talking about profiling. But the title of the show is that it just don't look right. But we're going to be talking about profiling. Now, a lot of times when you talk about profiling, or when the word profiling is used, people's minds automatically go to racial profiling. But if you think about the Webster Dictionary definition of the word, you'll find that there are a lot of different ways to profile. Now, what we have to decide is that a good thing, a necessary, or is it dead wrong? There are probably times and situations that warrant everything. All right, let's move it around. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. We good. Hump day. Carry right. So hold on. I ain't done. Take this ring off. Take this ring off so I can get loose. Let's go. What's up, ma? Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily. It's the daily go getism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about it just don't look right tonight. It just don't look right. Or they just don't look right. So we're talking about profiling tonight. Check the poll question. We're talking about profiling tonight. Do I profile? Do you profile? We know that the legal authorities profile. Jobs profile. Or should I say employers profile? Lonely people who are looking for partners, friends, and lovers, they profile. We normally think about profiling in this most negative terms, like when we think about racial profiling. Think about how like the New Jersey state troopers do black people. Very famous for racial profiling in that regard. But when we start looking at the word on the whole, we might find that we do more profiling than we may have given ourselves credit for. And sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes that may be a good thing. Like, for example, when you are looking for a daycare or somebody to entrust the care of your children or your parents or seniors, loved ones, when you're looking for somebody to entrust the care in them, are you going to profile, or are you just going to take the first person that comes along and says, I'll watch them, I'll look over them, I can do the job? So we have a way of profiling, even if we deny that we have a profile. We definitely have a way of profiling. So we're going to get into this thing tonight, getting this thing right. Everything is going to work out just fine. Let me get these things out the way. Let's not fall behind. Let's go. Let me get the hardware out of the way. That is one drum out of the way. Two drum. I moved one drum. I moved two drum. The red drum. Red drum. No, not metal dust spelled backwards. The red drum. Red drum. So that's what we talking about. And that's how it's going down on the Daily Go Getimism show, baby. So we are talking about they just don't look right. So we're gonna be talking about profiling tonight. And it's gonna be a goodie. It's gonna be a goodie. We're gonna have this good conversation. Everything gonna be all right. So settle down. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. All right. So I think I'm ready to get dressed. And hopefully you are too. Put my attire on. It's time for me to put my attire on. Yeah. I think I like it this way. Yeah? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. All right. Don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose my mic. 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 Get it like that. Get it like that. Put my clothes on. Y'all ready to put on y'all's too? Well, look, I know right now we a little light in here, but we gonna get it popping anyway. We gonna get it popping anyway. Which one y'all want to wear? Which one y'all want to wear? Huh? 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 The one on the left. Y'all want to wear the one on the left? Y'all want to wear the one on the left or the one in the middle? All right, TK Wright already said the one on the left or the one on the right. Which one is it going to be? Which one is it going to be? This is the one on the right. This is the one in the middle. And this is the one on the left. Which one? Which one? T. Carey Wright says left. Anybody else speaking up? Because listen, I don't care if it's light in here right now. I do not care. I will take that one vote and make it count for 3, and it will be on like that. All right. Cheryl Halsey says the right one. So that would be this one. That would be this one. We have a conflict. We going head to head. Which one? Which one is it going to be? Which one is it going to be? Y'all can hear me okay, right? You know, because sometimes, things get a little crazy. All right, Carla, what's good? Help this vote. So this is the one on the right. This is the one in the middle. And this is the one on the left. So we got one vote for the left, one vote for the right. What's that? Ori GWT? Is this a giveaway? Nah, you get to wear these. And I'm going to show you how. Guaranteed. All right. So this is the one on the left. This is the one in the middle. Or is it the one on the right? Which one? Because in a minute, I'm going to just have to do like a eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I might just have to do a little eeny, meeny, miny, mo, son. You know what I'm saying? What's it going to be? You said you lost? All right, fuck it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have to do an eeny, meeny, miny. Wait. I'm giving it a little bit more time. Let me see. Bearman Prophecy says, I've really grown fond of your creativity and upbeat attitude. You've garnered another subscriber. I appreciate that. So with that being said, can you help us out with the vote? Which one are y'all going to wear? See, I wear these cow bones. They're called struggle beads. And y'all get to wear the struggle beads too. But I have to have y'all pick. So do y'all want to wear the one on the right? Do you want to wear the one in the middle? Or do you want to wear the one on the left? We got one vote for right and one vote for left. Come on, y'all help me out. Don't take all day. This is taking too long. All right. 2 for the right. We're going to have to go with the right. That's this one. Sheesh. It was taking too long. There we go. So instead of the three votes, I have to go with the 2. All right, let me show y'all some ocular proof. This is the proof that we were here. See how y'all look in this. I think that's a goodie. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, looking good. Look at that. Huh? Ladies, y'all looking awfully elegant, looking awfully sweet, awfully pretty, awfully beautiful, awfully gorgeous. And fellas, you're looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You got your soft stuff on. Everything good. Everything is good. Huh? Take a screenshot. I'll give it what you got. Take a screenshot. Yeah, you like it a lot. Take a screenshot. Yeah, you know how it go when you was rocking with the Daily Go-Getterism show. Ooh, all right, here we go. All right, so tonight we're talking about profiling, and we're gonna find out tonight whether profiling is a bad thing or a good thing. And I'm under the impression that profiling can definitely be a good thing, and I think that hardly a day goes by that we don't exercise some kind of profiling. I don't really think that a day goes by that we don't profile somebody, because profiling somebody is like making sure that somebody is safe, making sure that somebody is the right choice for your situation, or making sure that you have the right man for the right job. So employers profile all the time. Now, they try to do it in a discriminatory way. Like, well, we can't hire or reject people based on race or gender or sexual orientation or country of origin or disability or, all of these things. They say that they can't discriminate on the basis of, but that in practice, they do it. In practice, they try to look for somebody who fits a profile for them to hire. That's why they look for your employment history to see if you're a good employee to other employers that you've had, to make sure that you've been working steadily, because they don't really want to take a chance on somebody who has been out of work for a long time. So when they see gaps of employment on your application, red flag, and that's a form of profiling. So other things. So they ask if they can contact your previous employer to see if they have good things to say about you. They ask for at least 3 references, professional references. So professional references mean that these are people who you have either worked with, worked for, or know something about you as far as your job performance. So that's a profile. So it's not necessarily, based on your race or your gender or anything like that, but it's still a profile because they are taking a look at the person that you may be and getting to know you through those means, rather than taking a chance on you and cutting a check with you, or allowing you to have sensitive job information and data that you could run to competitors with. So when it comes to profile, I'm gonna ask y'all some questions. We're gonna address some questions tonight to see how far this profiling thing can go, because I'm under the impression that it can go pretty far. What's that? Ammo 24 says, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Beaming Prophecy says, we looking good. I think I was impressed. I was impressed. I thought y'all was looking real good. And EJ, what's that? I3L says, I've seen people on the spectrum not get hired despite being capable for the job. Exactly. And that's why I know that jobs profile you. Now, if you feel like, and you can prove that a job rejected you on the basis of something that is against the law, like because you were a man, or because you were a woman, or because you were black, or because you were Asian, or because you were Latino, or because you were old, or because you were young but still legal, if you can prove that, you can actually bring forth a lawsuit. I don't know if you, in the midst of you trying to get a job to make some money, I don't know if you want to take time out to do that, but you could by law. And maybe it might not be a bad idea to inform them that that they've discriminated against you based on blah, 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 blah. And that could save somebody else from being improperly profiled later on down the line. Or maybe they would play ball with you. I don't know. You never know. A closed mouth don't get fed. Open that motherfucking talk. Mike Carr says, I'm a little late. What are we talking about tonight? Tonight, we're talking about profiling. Now, the title of the show is They Just Don't Look Right. The title of the show is that they just don't look right. And, when you're profiling somebody to either approach, be friends with, be lovers with, or entrust your safety to, yeah, you may be concerned about how they look. Now, for people who think that profiling is wrong and that they never do it, I would ask some questions like, have you ever been mugged on the street? Have you ever been mugged on the street? Because if you've ever been mugged on the street or jumped, you're going to remember certain details about the person who mugged you or the person or persons that jumped you. And more than likely, you're going to be on notice whenever you see somebody who resembles them or shares the same characteristics or similar characteristics of them. Now, is it wrong to do that? Is it wrong to do that? Because I say no. I don't think that it's wrong to do that. If somebody has hurt you and you meet somebody down the line after you separate from that person who hurt you, if it was even a connected situation, why would you be wrong to avoid somebody who looked, act, sounded, and performed the way that somebody who hurt you looked, acted, performed, and sounded? Why would you be wrong for doing that? I mean, can you be wrong for trying to protect yourself from making the same mistake that you made one time before? And that mistake that you made could have been a fatal mistake. It could have really went. Mike Carr says, so we talking about my ex? In many ways, yes. As a matter of fact, we can get into that. Jeff Sprayberry, what up, my dude? What's good? He says, I agree. Keep your guard up at all times. Yeah. Now, some people might tell you that you shouldn't keep your guard up at all times. Rodolfo Valdez says, don't be talking about my granny. Oh, I'm my bad. Tell granny I said what up. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to disrespect. I would never disrespect me more. But no, on some real shit though. On some real shit, Mike. You know, that's what the poll question kind of deals with. The poll question asks, are you wrong to reject someone who looks and reminds you of someone who hurt you before? A broken heart, or being cheated on or lied to or deceived or tricked or whatever, that's a form of violence. For me, emotional violence, they hurt you. So if you dealt with if you dealt with a woman who made you think that you could trust her and that y'all would be together in a good way, in a safe way, in a loving way, in an affectionate way, and you find out that she was playing games with you the whole time, dragged your heart through the ringer. You know what I mean? Put your heart through the ringer, beat that shit with a spiked bat, put it in a vice and stabbed it up. You know what I mean? That's what a broken heart feels like. Shoot, sometimes a broken heart feels physical. Like, I know a broken heart is really supposed to be an emotion, but sometimes it can feel physical. Like, oh my God, you hurt me. Like my back, you stabbed me in it. So if you met another woman who moved, sounded, reminded you of your ex, would you be wrong for saying, nah, I'm good. Now you might wait to find out how this new person really is, or, you know, to see if they really are fitting the profile of your ex, or you might say off the bat, yeah, I'm good. Nah, we all right. Nah, I ain't fucking with nobody. Now, see, where it can go dark is when, like Mike, I don't know if you black or white or what your nationality or your race or ethnicity is. But as you can clearly see, I'm a black man. So we have this thing in the black community where a lot of people believe that light skin is better than dark skin. So sometimes some people who have gotten their heart broken by somebody who was light or somebody who was dark, they get into saying they get into false profiling or unfair profiling practices. Like, yo, I'm not dealing with no more red bones. I'm not dealing with no more red bones. If you're light skinned, you never get in. I did that shit, and that's how come I didn't win. No more light skinned getting in my life. I won't let her be my girl, let alone my wife. I ain't having no kids. I almost did a bid fucking around with this girl. And that shit was real messed up, and I ain't going back. Yo, I ain't messing with no light skin. That's an attack on my character. Yo, I get back at you. I ain't fucking with that shit. Yeah, I scratch you. Scratch you off my list of people that are contenders. I ain't getting that shit, and I'ma end a relationship with you before it starts, and I ain't fucking with you no more light skin. That's the bad profiling. That's the bad profile. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Don't be lazy with the like button. We only got 10 likes. I know we can do better than that. We can do better than that. You know what I mean? Just tap that screen twice if you on the phone device. You know, hook me up. Hook me up. Joe Neal, he says no trolls yet. Yo, I tell you what. There's something, it's funny, Joe, because there's something about trolls. And it's one of those things. If you see a lot of trolls, you know that the show is doing good. You don't see no trolls. If it's really just us, sometimes, you know what I mean, that's indicative that the algorithm said, not tonight, sir. Like that chick, the algorithm said, not tonight. I got a headache. You ain't getting none. I can't get no algorithm. No, you can't get none. But y'all can help out. Share the show. Hit the like button. Give me some hearts or 100s and all of that kind of shit. That actually helps. But anyway, I mean, not that we trying to get trolls up in here. Don't get me wrong. Okay. All right. So Mike Carr says, all right. Mike Carr says, that is the one that hit me deep. Mike Carr says, first time my great-grandmother met her, she said, be careful. She has devilish eyes, and she was so right. Damn. Yo, you can't, your grandmother or your mom or your grandmother tell you to stay away from somebody. You're not going to listen when you're young. You know what I mean? Young, dumb, full of cum. But later on, those words that your mom or your grandmother told you will ring loud as fuck, like somebody blew a trumpet in your ear. Because women know women. That's the crazy part. You know, so we can blow off our parents like, man, y'all old school. Y'all ain't up with how things go today. And they be looking at you like, you dumb motherfucker. You on your way to Heartbreak Hotel. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. All right. Joe Neal says, LOL, no more red bones. No more red bones, baby. You keep your high yellow self over there. Yo, false and unfair profiling, but it happens because you ain't trying to get you ain't trying to get your heart broke. Like somebody brown skin or dark skin can't break your heart as well. You know, and look, black people, they be like, black people are the only race of people I know that will swear off their own race. They be like, no more black people. Go get me a white girl. I ain't putting up with these black bitches no more. That did it. I've seen black men do it. I've seen black women do it. I hate to say it, but black people will racially profile their goddamn self. Look in the mirror and be like, oh, hell no. Not you again. Not you again. No. Nah. Even when I look in the mirror, I don't want to see no black as Michael Jackson. Sammy Sosa. They say, oh, hell no. I'm going to fix this shit. All right. Bill Desmond, what's good? What's good, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Mike Carr says, I've heard that before. I didn't know it was true. Oh, it's true. It's true as fuck. I wish it wasn't true, but it's true. EJ says, I left the club drunk one night and I was passing a lady in the street who was walking alone. I was passing her. I stumbled and she thought I was lunging at her. So she almost pepper sprayed me. Listen, I mean, you have to watch the way that you deal with people who are afraid, because they might fuck you up, son. They might fuck you up. Fear doesn't always make people run away. Sometimes it makes people attack. Like when animals are afraid, they attack. Like, I ain't running. You block my path. Talk about some, hey, easy boy. I don't know what the fuck easy boy is. I'm a bear. Rawr. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Please, please, please. I'm not going to ask y'all for nothing else. All right, so, okay. All right, hold on. EJ says, would she be in the right if she pepper sprayed me? I can't say she was all the way wrong. RMS or RMiss says, wait, I am here. You called for me. I have some mean diarrhea. Okay. Thank you for that. Joe Neal said those trolls last night were wild. They really was, man. But they wasn't as bad. They actually weren't as bad as the other days. The motherfuckers were aggressive. Jeff says, my mama don't like you and she likes everyone. Profiling. Michael says, I was 16, so it's been 20 years ago. Bring 16 and in love is being 16 in love is a dangerous thing. It really is. Because when you're a young man, you jealous and possessive over your woman. You don't want, you don't understand that she might like other boys. Yo, it's a tough time being a teenager and in love. Last son of winter says, New, what's your niche? New. Oh, what's my niche? I'll just tell you what we're talking about tonight. Hold on a second.
You have a call from.
You wanted a troll, you got it. You wanted a troll, you got it right here. The troll called in with a call. How you love that? Man, somebody got to start loving these children out here. You got them calling into to YouTube platforms just to get a 15 seconds of fame. Not 15 minutes, 15 seconds. So yeah, what we're talking about tonight is profiling. So, you think about like racial profiling, criminal profiling, things like that. But I'm here to talk about how profiling can actually be a good thing. And we probably do it every day in some form. So that's what's going on tonight. The channel is really about self-help. That's what this channel is about. It's about self-help. So we talk about everything from jobs to family to school to children to love to marriage, relationships, neighborhood things, social things, politics. We run the gamut. You know what I mean? However I feel it, that's how it goes. So that's what's going down. All right. Bill says this topic reminds me of that Seinfeld episode. Jerry and this girl looked identical. Yeah, that shit crazy. Pseudo Soul says red pill. Nah, ain't none of that red pill. No red pill, no blue pill, none of that shit. Yo, Last Son of Winter says my song is OK's Brandy. Oh, the OJ's Brandy. May you play that? No, we can't play music on the show. They're shut it down. They're shut it down. But I'm gonna tell you what, I really appreciate you calling in. So this is what I'm gonna do for you. I can't play Brandy by the OJs. But what I can do is give you this. I want to thank you. Yo, appreciate you. Appreciate that super chat. Sorry I couldn't play the song for you, because that is a good song. I really miss my Brandy. Now that you've gone away. It's a good song. It's a good song. We can sing the song. We just can't play the song. We can't play the song. My girl Cheryl Halsey is in the house. My girl Cheryl Halsey. Our miss says, of course, who wants to deal with these ignorant folk? Okay, hold on. My man Troy Diesel is in the house. Troy Dees, he says, good night, good morning, everyone. Blessings and greetings. Word up, word up. I. Mike Carr says, fight or flight instinct. Exactly. Yeah, you know the science. You know the science. Good looking. Where we at? Where we at? Y'all wanted some trolls. Y'all got a couple. You got a couple. Joe Neal says that's true. I think, or Latin Mid-Eastern women not wanting to date possessive men of their own ethnicity. All right, now we got a real call on the line. Hold on.
You have a call
Hold on.
from.
All right, hold on a second, Triz. Jeff Sprayberry says, taking the hate to the highest level. It happens. It happens. But profiling is something that's hard. It's harder not to do than it is to do it. That's my position. All right. Joe Neal says, Gary, awesome. You're taking care of the idiots. That's what's up. Bun B says, thank you for trying to help me the other day. Well, I appreciate you for trusting us to help in any kind of way. I appreciate you. Our miss says, profiling is just another word for the truth. You think so? Because when it's done in a negative way, like Never Knows Best says, police profiling, like there are times when police profile people, but they often do it in a racial way. I don't agree with racial profiling, because that's just like saying that anybody who's black should be suspected of doing a crime, of committing a crime. Even if there's been no reported crime, you figure that a black person, if they're around, they're looking for a crime to commit. And that literally is how a lot of racism works, and definitely racial profiling. So, you know, even though we may all practice profiling on a certain level, it isn't always excusable. It definitely isn't always a decent thing or a good thing. Jess Ray says, keep the heads ringing. Word. Oh, okay. Michael says, profiling and judging are totally different. It's okay to profile sometimes, but it's never okay to judge off the rip. Interesting. So you think it's possible to judge without profiling at the same time? You think so? You think so? You think so, sir? I don't know. I don't know, señor. Posible es posible.
What, you don't know?
No sé, no seguro. Hold on, we got another troll on the line. Hold on a second.
You have a call from.
And this is from Pittsburgh. So this is what we're gonna deal with tonight. Is this what we're gonna do? Hey, my dumb ass waiting for the phone to answer. So yeah, we got trolls tonight. We got trolls in different area codes. We got trolls from different area codes.
If they trolling, take their ass to sleep. Put your hand on your penis, beating your meat.
Oh man. All right. So what's going on, my dude? How you feeling, man?
Look, Mo, before we start, the board I wanted to hear, Brandy, you do know Brandy is about a dog, right?
Hey. He probably does. You know what I mean?
I hope the person do know. You know.
It was about a dog, but that you could easily make that about a woman.
Yes, it did. Who could it be? She ran away from me. My best friend.
There you have it. Now he gets to hear Brandy.
So all alone. Come on, sing the last part with me, son. I
really miss my Brandy. Even you every day. It was a good song. I mean, it was a good request. I wish I could have fulfilled his request for him.
One of my favorite groups right there.
It was a good look.
Favorite group. So what's going on with you, bro?
I'm feeling like a real man should.
I'm in the building now. I'm in the building.
Smurfly. What's going on with you?
You know me, man. Trying to stay blessed by the best, not taking on mess, trying to stay away from stress. I ain't trying to hear no mess.
Without a doubt. Charge 2.0 says, I've always wanted to know what's in the cup. All right, so this is a vegetable smoothie, no fruit in here. The reason that it's the color that it is because there are beets in here, and there are also like spinach and collard greens in here. So we got spinach, beets, collard greens, spinach, beets, collard greens. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the herbs after the vegetables. So okay. There's tomato, red onion, cucumber. Sometimes definitely radish, mushroom. Sometimes there's daikon radish too. If I go to the international market and get it from there. But there's also I also season it up with herbs. Like there's chlorella in there. There's chlorella in there. There's turmeric. There's echinacea. And basically, this is this shit'll keep you right. It'll keep your bowels moving, and it'll definitely keep you in decent health. Now, you can't necessarily eat your way to or drink your way to optimal health, but with an exercise regimen and you stick to this good stuff, you'll be all right. And this is actually pretty good.
This boy is making a commercial about his juice.
I mean, shit, I did a video about it, 11 years ago. But yeah, man. So when it comes to this topic, the title of the show is actually called "They Just Don't Look Right." But we're talking about profiling and profiling on any and every level. So do you think that you practice profiling during your daily activities or just your day-to-day living?
Well, I think that we all have a sense of profiling. You profile is either profiling or keeping your guard up. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. Because it's like when you're dealing with these this younger generation. When you see a group of them walking together, so what your guard go up, which is a form of profiling. Mm-hmm. Because you looking at them like, I just hope and pray they don't do nothing that's going to make me have to do something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because one time when I was down 69th Street, I was walking down the street. There was a group of them walking towards me, and there's one of them come over to me. Like, yo, you got some change? And I gripped and I balled the left fist up while I had my cane in my right fist, in my right hand. Like, I'm ready whenever you do something.
Okay.
There's gonna be
Okay.
news.
Now,
Believe you this. Let me tell you this. Whenever something like that happens, it's going to be newsworthy.
I hear that.
It's going to be.
But
But it's all about just keeping, when you sit back and you profile on things, it's all about just making sure that things is okay within your surroundings. But you also brought up something about, profiling females. Because when you meet a female, somebody might profile them and ask them, what's your sign?
let me see. Hold on. Let me ask you about what you just talked about. Now, do you feel like you were profiling those young cats just because they were young, or was what characteristics
what made me profile them was because they were rowdy as they was walking down the street.
Okay.
So while I'm walking down the street, they were kind of boisterous and loud and a little bit upbeat. So there's about 8 or 9 of them. One of them going to do something to try something. And it just so happened that one of them was joking with me, talking about, yo, you got some change? He laughed and I laughed and I kept it moving.
Okay.
But like I said, it's always something
but
like that.
Listen. I'm trying to ask you specific questions. What profile did they fit? Did they fit? Because like if they were young, like if you profile them just because they're young, that's one thing. If you profile them because they just because they're young and black, that's another thing. If you're profiling them because maybe they were wearing shiesties, those masks, and you do know that those cats have been known to commit crimes. I mean, here it is, the summertime. You got a shiesty.
Two of them had that around their neck. One had it on their face. In the summertime, so and then you got just the fact that I don't just profile that type of a black crowd of youngins. I profile a white bunch of youngins because either one of them have a tendency to overplay with people. They have a tendency to play too much, and they try to bring attention to them by messing with people that's messing with older people. Whether you an older black man, an older white man, or older Asian man. So it's not so much profiling on color; it's profiling on a whole group.
Yeah, but there's going to be something that you're going to point to identify a profile. You know what I mean? There's going to be some kind of characteristic that is consistent with something that puts you on notice.
What put me on notice was the loud, loud voices and rowdiness.
Okay.
That's what put me on notice. It wasn't so much of the way
Okay. So I'm just trying to be specific for any and everybody who's listening, so they'll understand exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about this whole profiling thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking you questions. So like earlier in the show, I don't know if you was listening in the background or whatever. I was talking about, black people, racially profile black people probably more than white people do. You know what I'm saying? We've had all kinds of problems in our community. So I've known, and you've known, black people and black men and women that have said that they would never date a black person again. You know what I mean? I've known women who said that you can't hear me? Yo.
Yo, I'm right here.
All right. Yeah. So I was saying, I've known black women that said that they would never date a black man again. I've known black men who said that they would never date a black woman again. So we racially profile sometimes to our detriment more than white people do. So we don't need no help with racial profiling. We got this thing in the smash. But profiling as a on the whole is something that's hard not to do. and profiling can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, you could get with a woman and she might have the kind of pussy that blew your head off. I mean, seriously, a profile's a profile. Now, there's no way that when you separate from that woman, when you see another woman that looks, acts, reminds you of that, when you're going to be thinking like, she got that heat, that snapper. She got the good onion. Shit made me cry. So profiling is something that can be done in a positive way. It's not just something that's done in a negative way. Profile's a profile. So, it's hard not to do it, but it's easy not to recognize it even when you're doing it and practicing it yourself. So that's where I'm trying to explore a little bit tonight.
Well, so the reason why I think black people profile black people is because we know our people and we know how certain things can work out. I'm not talking about when you was just talking about when black people say, I'm not going to talk to black men, say I ain't talking to no more black women. When there's a group of them and a gathering of them and they already acting rowdy and they already riled up, you know what they're capable of doing. Especially when they're youngins.
Okay.
I mean, instead of if you within your own space and you just walking down the street and you're not drawing attention to yourself, that's different. But when you're drawing attention to yourself, that's now all of a sudden that attention is going to heighten up that profiling for the people that's walking down the street, because don't nobody know what other type of attention y'all trying to do. Bring attention to you. What are you getting ready to do to bring attention to you now?
Mm-hmm.
Or rob a store, mess with a senior citizen or elderly person, you mess with other people on the street, rob somebody. We don't know that. So now they're going to profiling right there.
Okay. So like I said, once again, profiling doesn't always have to be a negative thing, but you have to recognize when you're profiling. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. So you say, like, when you're young and you're drawing attention to yourself. Well, it's easy to draw attention to yourself even without being loud or boisterous. You could be just somebody who's really good looking or is wearing something that people don't wear a lot. Like if we see somebody, if we see a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari driving down the street, that person, whoever's driving it, fits a profile immediately. Just because of the car they're driving. People are going to make all kinds of assumptions. One of the assumptions that they're going to make is that person has a lot of money. We don't know if that person who's driving the car owns the car. We don't know. But they fit a profile for having that kind of car. Does anybody who would have a brand new Rolls, Bentley, or some other foreign expensive car, you know what I mean? They profile right away.
The cars that will make me profile them are the real dark tinted windows, and it's not so much in the daytime. It's the ones at night that give you room for pause.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, you hear what you got to say?
Well, I want to hear what you think about the people who tint their front windshield.
No, I'm talking about when they got the whole car tinted.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, at night, it's not that I don't like tinted windows, but at nighttime, it gives me room for pause because you don't know who's in there that might know you, or who's in there that's trying to do something to you or a surrounding area where you're at. So I mean, you get your profiling goes a little bit higher when you have to be more alert of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Tinted windows at nighttime is like walking down the street with no lights. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
My profile I have a lot of different looks with the people who tint their front windows. Like it's a weird. First of all, I think it's weird.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten tickets for tinted windows before, and I never thought about tinting my front windshield. Never thought about doing that. But I know women who do it. I know dudes who've done it. I actually I have never met any criminals who have done it. But a lot of people I've talked to, they agree with it. Like, yeah, you don't want nobody seeing you in your car. And I'm like, but the law says that they have to see you. Like, yeah, well, they don't give me no ticket, and it depends on what state you're in, and blah, 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 blah. So, like I said, I've met women and men who tint their windows, and they believe in that shit. So, yeah, I think it's weird. I think that's too dark. And, it can have a negative effect on your eyesight and your ability to see the road and all of that, even though they say it doesn't. I know it does. I know it does, because it's almost like having hotel curtains on your damn car.
True.
You know what I mean? But with that profiling, you could run into the issue of gangsters on the street feeling like you rolling up on them.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure you don't want that kind of smoke. You just around here.
You also can mistake a person for being somebody that done something to you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's the problem. That's the profile you have to have, especially at nighttime.
Yeah. That kind of tinted window, those kind of cars will fit a certain kind of profile and put people on notice, and that thing could quickly go left. I would advise against it, but evidently a lot of people think that it's a good thing, and they roll with it. Yeah, yeah. Like so it wasn't good enough to have the driver's side and the passenger side windows and the back if windows tinted. You had to tint your front windshield.
Mm-hmm.
To each his own. But yeah, that definitely does.
That's the, and that's to each his own. But see, and that's, or when you do stuff like that, right? There's nothing wrong with tinting your windows, lightly tint, because there's certain types of tint that you can put on where so you can still see through your window. But when you just blatantly go pitch dark, and then you do your front window, and then you slow riding down the street, you not only are you profiling, you bringing a shitload of attention to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not good attention, it's that nervous attention, because don't nobody know who you are or what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I don't like this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan either. But like I said, we profile in good ways and bad ways, plenty in a lot of times in our lives. Like, what would you say the profile of a good grandmother is?
Well, let me see. Profile of a good grandmother: nurturing, wisdom. Every time you come on.
Hello? Hold on, your phone breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. But when I say, I'm talking about the physical characteristics of a grandmother.
Well, we can't even go by today's characteristics, because grandmas of today is a lot different. So we know that.
Okay, but I'm asking you. I'm not asking them. I'm asking you, what would your profile of a grandmother be?
Well, for my generation, it would just be, just real nurturing, understanding, full of wisdom.
Physical characteristics. Physical characteristics.
Oh, a little bit. You can see the face getting a little old. They still keep themselves well taken care of. Still want to try to show a figure.
Okay.
If that's what you want to say, But yeah. I mean, that's how I would look at a grandmother, or physical characteristics.
Okay. When I think about a grandmother, what comes to my mind, the physical characteristics that come to my mind when I think of a grandmother is when I think about the church grandmother, I'm thinking about a woman who wears a wig. Probably got the woman who wears dresses a lot, big ass titties with the big. I don't know what kind of bra they used to wear back in the day, but it looked hard, and their titties was all the way out here. It was like the craziest looking shit. You know what I mean? I think about them having some kind of physical disability. Like maybe they walk with like a little limp, maybe hunched over a little bit. You know what I mean? Times they might wear a little bit of makeup, never to the extreme, maybe a little lipstick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stockings. Sometimes at home, maybe an apron. Those are some of the physical characteristics of a profile of a grandmother that I'm thinking of. Probably very, very, very expressive in their opinions. Not holding back, not pulling no punches about shit. You know what I mean? At the same time, my or should I say, my profile of a grandmother reminds me nothing of Medea. Not one thing. But
not from this generation. I've known grandmothers like that from the past generation.
Like what?
Like Medea.
Okay,
some parts of Medea, not all parts of Medea.
Okay, all right.
Some parts, not all parts.
I guess I have to concede to some of it.
Yeah.
But I was so turned off by the character. I was just like, gun toting, shit talking grandmother. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, that's another way that you could profile somebody, and it's not really a negative thing, but it's a way to get a description of somebody. And with that description of a grandmother, more than likely, that it's going to equal trust for me. Like, I feel like I can trust somebody who looks like that or who fits that profile. Right. I could trust them to give me good advice based on what they know, what their wisdom is, what they've done, where they've been. And then you have the old lady or the grandmother. What they say, if she got that fat under her arm, that means she gonna make the best potato salad and all that old shit. You know what I mean? It's the potato salad. It's the potato salad. Stirring. I don't know where they got that shit from, but yeah, like I can kind of see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, could be, very well could be. You know. So when you've gone to go get jobs before, do you feel like...
Let me ask you a question. So what about the grandmothers of today? Give me a description.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the grandmothers of today, or should I say the stereotypical grandmothers of today, made me take a hard look at the grandmothers of yesterday, because I knew grandmothers who were very nurturing and, you know, seemed to not give a shit about nothing except for church and their family. But at the same time, my grandmother was always talking about getting a boyfriend. And I mean all the time. Let me tell you something. When I say my grandma didn't pull no punches, okay, so near the last years of his life, for a good maybe 10 years or more, my stepdad couldn't perform sexually. You know, all those years of smoking cigarettes and drinking, you know what I mean, had the ED set in hard. You know what I mean? All he could do is want to fuck. Wasn't nothing happening. You know what I mean? And my mom told me that she told my grandmom about that. And she said, my grandma was like, I'd be goddamn if a man is going to lay up with me all night and not give me nothing. Like, he going to work something out.
What that do?
Listen. So that profile that we have of grandmothers being, you know, past their prime sexually and you know, not caring about that and all that, or maybe even being offended. No, I didn't grow up with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, grandmas today is almost like sisters to the mothers of the grandchildren.
Some yes and some
they don't
no.
Look like grandmothers. They don't look like grandmothers.
They may not look like grandmothers as far as the way that they dress, but when you look at a lot of their activity, those same nurturing instincts kick in from the ones I know. So I've known party girls or whatever, and when they became grandmothers, you know, they watching the kids all the time. So I don't, you know, all of that, you know, going to the club, grandma, I don't really know a lot about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really what I see. I understand what people are talking about, but that's not really what I know about. You know what I'm saying? Even and because so many women that I'm aware of suffer from depression and disappointment and rejection and all of those shit. A lot of women nowadays, you know what I mean, they done pretty much gave up on the dick. So they watch their grandkids all the time. Ain't thinking about it. Ain't think about fucking. They did. You know what I mean? Like, the dick done let them down so many times, whether it's the man attached to the dick or the dick itself. I mean, how many times do you have to fuck and not be able to come before you said, well, maybe coming ain't for me? Maybe I should concentrate on going. Hey, it is what it is.
No, I don't need no orgasm. I'm okay. You okay? I'm okay.
You would be surprised of the amount of women out here who are sexually active and basically have to fake it every night. And they do it willingly. I mean, it is what it is. See, men who work hard to please their woman, they think every man is doing that shit. No, they not. No, they not. These niggas jump on top of these chicks, you know, do they little 36 seconds work, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be like,
listen, bro, I try to tell people, I'm like the fucking Avengers. I'm like the Avengers movie Endgame, whatever it takes.
Well, every man doesn't do that, and every woman doesn't have the experience of being with a man who does. So I've known 40-year-old women that never came before. Easily.
Let us pray.
Never. I know women older than that. There's some women who became old women, went all the way to the grave. Never. They think all of that shit, you know, women be talking about orgasm. They think stop lying. Stop lying. And I understand why. I understand because Because if you have been having the same experience or doing the same activity as everybody else, and everybody else is saying that it's like this and it's like that and it's like that, and you like, I've done this shit for years and it's not like that. Not even knowing
that the problem.
Yeah, they don't know. You know what I mean? Like, look at the movie Color Purple. Mr. just got on top of Celie and did his business. But he fucked Suge right.
Yes, he did.
So you ask Suge, like, yo, Mr. Nice. You ask Celie, she like, that nigga terrible. I don't want him touching me. His smell turned me off. So, you know what I mean? Two totally different experiences. But one thing is for sure. Evidently, Suge can make anybody come.
Yeah.
Suge Avery, baby. You sure is ugly.
Yeah. Even made Celie come.
And that's what I said. Evidently, she can make anybody come. But but
she like the cone and the ice cream.
So
she like the lick the cone, lick the ice cream, and take the cone too.
So, you know, as far as profiling is concerned, even though that's just a movie, the movie was based on a book, and you never know how much truth could have been in that shit. You know, peace to Alice Walker. But think about had Celie just gone in, on that same path of what Mr. was given out. Think about what her profile of men that look like or act like Mr. were like.
But then again, son, we have to understand what Mr. started out with her and her sister. He started out raping them. Okay. So as time went on, you're going to look at that person as an ugly or a nasty person, or a person that doesn't know what he's doing, or just busting and getting it over with because of how he started. Now, if he done her like he did Suge, that should be different.
Well,
what you think?
It's a different kind of energy.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying.
So because
much same thing I'm saying.
Yeah,
it was a different type of energy. Yeah,
it's a different kind of energy. So you're going to get a different profile. You know what I mean? But if you're speaking of sexual assault, or if you're speaking about rape, how do you ever go through your life if you've been through that kind of experience without profiling every man that fits that profile?
Yeah,
every man that looks like, smells like, acts like, reminds you of in any kind of way.
If you was to try to deal with a person, and that person wore somewhat near the same cologne as the person that did that to you, you couldn't deal with that person.
You might not be able to.
You might not be able to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would send chills up your spines, or heighten your senses. You know, it'll bring back a memory that's uncontrollable. Now, I would think so.
It'll definitely put you on notice. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not going to, when somebody hurts you, you know, especially if they hurt you in a way that traumatizes you, you're going to always be on notice when anything close to that experience comes to visit you again. And why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be? You know what I mean? I think it would be a good idea to keep your guard up, you know, when it comes to that kind of thing, because why would you want to entertain that happening to you in any kind of way ever again? But the shit happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really fault a person for profiling somebody who does that, who has done that to you. The same way that you can falsely profile somebody who has done right by you, thinking that person or anybody who reminds you of that person is going to do that, is going to do for you or make you feel the same way. I'll tell you where people really goof when it comes to profiling. Animals. You had a dog or a cat that could do these tricks or that did this or acted this way or had this kind of personality, and something happens to the dog or the cat, you got to put them down or whatever. And you go out and get the same kind of dog or cat or the same looking dog or cat and expect that dog or cat to act just like the one you lost. How's that turn out?
Yes, yeah. They get mad at it.
Easily.
I put the other one to do this. Well, you do notice it's a different cat, different dog.
Dog looking like, I don't know that fucking dog you talking. Man, if you don't train me. Speaking of train. Speaking of train, man, you know, like I was thinking of this joke the other day. I was thinking like, yo, yo, you ever mess with a chick who pussy gets so wet you feel like you got a paper trainer? Like, yo, on the paper. Yo, ma, on the anyway, you know what I mean? On the paper. We'll whoop your ass if you do this shit on
put the damn pet pads underneath while she sleep. No, you can't wear no pad. You gotta put the pads on when you sleep, babe. That thing wet.
Oh,
you
JJ.
You went up the bed set.
Oh, man, here you go with that plied shit. JJ Vinzo said. Yes. I know this all.
I knew you were
this wet. Yeah. JJ Vizno says, dang, grandmothers today are like 40 years old and smoking hot. Well, you know, of course, when you start getting
smoking pie.
well, the thing is, as you get older, why would you expect people who are near your peer level to not, look good anymore? We looked at our grandmothers as being old because we were so young. But once we start getting closer to that age, we think that they just hit a wall one day, and then it's all aprons and roll up stockings, and you know what I mean, and like funny looking white shoes,
like the lady from off of Tom and Jerry.
I was thinking more like Mama's House.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh shit.
I don't know how or when it gets to that point, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, I mean, I don't think that older women back in the day were encouraged to like exercise, go to the gym and all. I don't think they did that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I guess because women and men are trying to live longer, so they're taking better care of themselves. They're a little bit more versed in what nutrition is and what a health regimen is and how to take better care of their bodies and how to stay healthier longer. It's a different, there's a real big difference between the way things are now and the way that they used to be. But yeah, 40 is not even, for you to be 40 now, that means you was born in 85. It's hard to look at these 80s babies as being in their 40s, but they are.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fold. Like, I'm not in my 40s no more. That shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so we have to prepare ourselves for the for the world that we are a part of now. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't. But anyway, forget about it. The profiling thing is something that most people do, but very little people recognize. And you know, I want to go to this whole profiling people who have done right by you, because you can make a lot of mistakes thinking that people who have done good things for you are like people who are similar to them are going to be the same kind of good to you, because you can make a lot of mistakes in that vein. You know what I mean? Like, now you may get lucky, but I'm not sure if you want to go through your whole life depending on luck.
Right.
You know, what works and what doesn't. But you know, you look at like you look at somebody who's widowed. Some people who lose a spouse, sometimes they be fucked up for a long time because they keep looking for a replacement for that spouse that they lost. Crazy part about it is, even up until the death of their spouse, they may have dealt with women or men that all look the same anyway. All profiling isn't done consciously. A lot of it is done subliminally. Have you ever met somebody and you see, if you've known all of their girlfriends or all of their boyfriends, and you see a very similar pattern, like, yo, this is definitely their type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got one for you. Babyface, the singer and writer that produced all that.
Mm.
Babyface, and I know this for a fact because his wife that he married looked just like her.
Mm.
I think L.A. Reid and Babyface, either one of them, both of them was going for Pebbles.
Okay.
And I think that when L.A. Reid got Pebbles, he went out there, he found somebody that looked like Pebbles. Because if you look at Pebbles and you look at Tracy Evans, his wife that he married, looked exactly like Pebbles.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
So and that was to me, that was his type. And then a woman after that, I think he married somebody after that, and she looked just like Tracy Evans too.
Okay.
You know. And L.A. Reid got her. You know, so I mean, you look for something that you're familiar with.
Do you think it's more of a physical thing?
You're familiar with, huh?
Do you think it's more of a familiar thing or a personality thing?
Well, let's hypothetically say, if you break up with a woman, right, and you get with another woman, you don't want the same personality as the woman you just broke up from, because you might as well just fix the one that you broke up with. So when you move on to somebody else, the profiling is a different profile. When you think so?
It sounds good in theory, but that's not normal. Listen, I've had boys, all they girls look the same, regardless of how whatever the outcome was. Like this one dude that I know, his new John looks so much like his old John. It made me do a double take. Like, but damn, like it was uncanny. You know, same haircut, body style, shape, everything. I was like, dude, what did you do? Clone her? He started laughing. I'm like, and you know the crazy part about it to me was that earlier when he was like younger, that wasn't the kind of chick he was going for. But she must have turned his ass out because he went and got he went and got another one. So a lot of times the personality that somebody has coincides with the physical characteristics that somebody has. And you might not recognize that off the rip. But it's pretty consistent. So yeah, just because somebody has had a bad breakup or a bad experience with somebody doesn't mean that they won't go out and find the same one. Shit, even though this is a little bit different, but I've known parents that have lost children, young children, to whatever, and they went and tried to replace the child.
Yeah.
Now, that's not exactly profiling, but who knows whether it was profiling in their minds. You know?
I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Now, what are the chances that they're going to get the same type of child? But it happens. I mean, I'm not saying that it happens that they get the same kind of child. It happens that they would try to create that same profile. Right. I mean, it's elementary to want to duplicate something that worked for you. It's also elementary to try to avoid something that wasn't right for you.
It hurt you. Yeah. It hurt you. Yeah.
So that's the easy part. The hard part comes when you start talking about people who influence you to only like a certain type of person or a certain kind of people or a certain kind of maybe financial bracket, or you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Because those are all profiles as well, and they can lead you down a negative path. So, yeah. In the chat, JJ Visno says, even trying to replace a pet with a similar animal never works. Yeah, we were just talking about that a few minutes ago. I mean, that shit. And I mean, people really, I've known people who got mad about this shit. Went out and got the same dog or same looking dog as the dog that got killed or hit or had to get put down. It's like, no, this is a different dog. It's a different personalities.
Even if it's the same color, different dog.
Nobody who doesn't understand pets or doesn't understand animals should have pets. Because if you think that just a dog is a dog, there's no difference between one dog and another dog. Yeah, you shouldn't have dogs. You shouldn't have any animals. You need a training class. You don't understand how living things work. But yeah. So, when, if ever, have you ever been negatively profiled to your knowledge?
Oh, I got one tremendous story. Back in the late 90s, I was walking down Broad Street. You know, get my mom some Tylenol because she was kind of headache, she said. So when I got to Broad and Carpenter, let me tell you, I had a cast on my right arm because I had messed my hand up at work. So I turned back around and these housing authority cops pull up on me. You see, and their exact words was, you fit the profile of a person who just robbed somebody.
Wow.
So I said, it had a broken right arm too?
Like, what are the chances?
So they had a broken right arm? So I turned back around, and after they profiled me, I still remember the officer name, Officer Williams. Because he said, James Evan pork fry looking motherfucker. So he locks my left arm up on top of the thing that when you grab on the side of the car, that's on the the handle on the side of the car.
Yeah.
He locked my hand up, my left arm up, and my right arm because he couldn't put a cast on me. So they checking me. I'm like, excuse me, is it possible for me to get your badge and name? Can I get your badge number and name? Can I get your badge number and name? He said, I got one for you. Smack him, punch me right in the Great profile. I love when he did that because let me tell you what happened. I was working at the Clan Bar at the time, so Sam, they told me, he said, Troy, I want you to go to St. Agnes Hospital, get paperwork, and from there, come up to the Clan Bar because I'm going to ride you to the lawyer's office. Went back up to Clan Bar too. There was a $25,000 punch that didn't break nothing.
Okay.
Didn't bust my nose, didn't bust my lip, didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I walked away with $15,000. Good coin at that time.
Okay.
But that's what profiling do.
That's definitely one of the things that it can do.
That's the negative part of profiling. Another negative part of profiling is this, and it never happened to me. Thank God. Is if somebody mistakenly think that you have something to do with something else, and they shoot at you, they kill you. That's the worst. I think that's the worst case scenario right there of profiling.
Interestingly, in the chat, Chris Billboy says, but after we hit a certain place in life, we're not trying to try new people, if that makes sense. What do you think of that?
That's the truth now.
You think so?
Honestly, well, you already know my opinion. I think that when you hit I think that at a certain age, when you with a significant other and your heart is still there, trying new people is obsolete. You don't really want to do that start over shit. Start over shit. I know I wouldn't want to. Because that's a lot. That's just too much work.
Well, I'm not sure if that's the way he meant that. Like, I don't know.
How you think he meant it?
Well, he could have meant it the way that you're thinking, but he could have also meant like, he's keeping a certain consistency with the people that he meets. Like I'm not going to deviate from the profiles of before. I'm gonna stay with the same profile. I'm not sure exactly. Like Chris, if you could give us some clarity, and what up, Wes? If you could give us some clarity about what you mean. Oh, okay. I think he's saying that what I was saying is what he meant because he wrote right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's saying he's sticking with the same profile. Now that might work for some. But what about the man that we know about that's going through the midlife crisis? So whereas he may not have shown any interest in young women before, now his 65-year-old ass is running around here with a 27-year-old.
Walking around listening to Sexy Red.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't listen to what's her name?
Bang, bang, bang. I mean, bow, 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 bow.
He got me. Bow, bow, bow.
Bow, 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 bow.
Walking around talking about Paul. Glizzy.
So it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't always. We're not always consistent. Sometimes people like this, and sometimes they like that. So I don't know. I don't know if if it's a fact that we,
that's crazy.
Hey,
that's the truth, though.
Yeah, it's something we got to deal with. It's something we got to deal with. Plenty of men didn't mess around with no young girls when they were coming up. Now all of a sudden they done ran out and bought a new Corvette or some shit. some reconstructed Trans Am or some shit. They done got themselves somebody that could still get pregnant.
Oh my God.
On some Al Pacino shit. On some Robert De Niro shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? So all midlife crises they ain't all cut from the same cloth.
See, well, we know a comedian friend of ours that just recently had a baby about his 70s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker going out like Tony Randall.
What you say?
He going out like Tony Randall.
Hey, listen, man. I had I got my cousin. His father was God rest his soul. But when his father came up to the school, because his father was an older guy, so it was like when he came up from school. I had told me the story. She said that so and so father, because I don't want to mention, it might be somebody online.
Mm-hmm, I get it.
Chat, they might know him.
That's cool.
But it was like, well, you know what? She said, well, so and so father came up to school and they was asking him, is that his grandfather?
Shit is real.
Yeah. He's like, no, that's my father. It's like, damn. Pop, oh. Shit, you ain't playing no, he ain't teaching you how to play no football.
Yeah.
You must be playing checkers or chess with him.
Let's see. How old is Al Pacino's youngest child? 2 years old.
He got one on the way.
Where you hear that?
He got another one. It was on TMZ.
Yo, the boy, he 85.
He got this on work fight.
Yeah, he a whole 85. Woo, what the fuck?
He having fun, bro. When did you get a load of me? For my little friend.
Man, I wouldn't even shake the hand of a woman that could get pregnant. That would be like, nah, I'm good. Nah. I ain't gonna hug you either. Fuck out of here.
He gonna hug her. He ain't gonna hug her.
We know what that leads to. Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
He said, you wild.
Yo, Chris, if she ain't menopause, I ain't fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm attracted to heat flashes. If you ain't having a personal summer, get the fuck away from me. I'm good. We ain't slipping up. I'm not doing that shit.
You sure you don't want to work on that boy? Huh, son?
You couldn't even get me to adopt. Look. You couldn't get me to sponsor a child in the Philippines with flies on his face. Like look, man, they gotta handle that. You know? Let the Peace Corps handle that. I ain't nah, son, nah. Hey, but hey, a lot of men fall into that rabbit hole. They got that. They getting unchallenged over here. But anyway, but speaking of, now I can't speak for no Al Pacino or no Robert De Niro or any of those or Bill Belichick.
Bill like 27-year-old.
He bugging the fuck out. Yeah. Yeah, I can't speak for them, but the regular old head around the way that get the young.
Hold up. And the girl right now trying to trademark gold digger.
Oh, okay. So what I was getting ready to say was the regular old head from around the way that start messing around with young girls. The profile of those girls that I know of are normally that they're on drugs. They're on drugs. You can't stop an old head from fucking around with a young drug addict. Like, yeah. I'm like, my eyes can't see. They evidently can't see through the lenses that we were seeing through. Oh, hold on. We got somebody. Gotta go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's time for me to get ready to get my other one out so I can start replying to him.
But yeah. Their standards for femininity and upward mobility change a lot when they get to that age. Shit, it had me wondering if they smoking with them. Like, what the fuck?
What, did he race it?
Huh?
I said, what? What happened?
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, I'm talking about the old head that deal with those little young crackheads and shit. I'm like, that's the profile that I'm used to hearing, seeing, bearing witness to. I'm very used to that profile. It's crazy. But it happens. It happens. So that's something we have to deal with. So, yeah. Now, yeah, profiles and patterns. Look at Donald Trump. Don't most of his wives kind of look alike?
Yeah. And he only had one American wife, Marla Maples.
Marla Maples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's still alive, right?
Yeah, she's still alive. But okay. Ivanka's not. I mean, Ivana Trump ain't.
We know what happened to Ivana. Well, maybe we don't know what happened to Ivana, but we know what we suspect. But look at remember when Tiger Woods got in trouble with his wife?
Yes.
All of his jaws look like it, like yo.
Do you know he goes with one of Trump's family members now?
Oh, okay. So that's why they cool like that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But all of his wives look so similar. It ain't make no sense. You remember the cartoon The Smurfs, and you saw Smurfette's closet and every dress was exactly the same?
Mm-hmm.
That was like Tiger Woods' mistresses, his side chicks. Like damn dog, you don't deviate from shit.
No, you gotta keep it the same.
The same. I'm surprised they ain't all had the same name. They should have all been named George, like George Foreman kids.
No, one thing. He paid a lot of damn money for that cheating.
Yeah. Damn, JJ, you said I seem to attract drunks.
No, I guess he's saying he seemed to attract drunks. Where you meeting them at, JJ?
At the bar.
There you go. That's where you want to attract them at.
And JJ said, "Look, I didn't say they wasn't pretty."
I mean, you said I seem to attract women that like Kool-Aid. I expected that you say that you meeting women at church during communion.
He said, if you got Tiger's money, why screw 47 chicks that are just alike? I might could get some. I might could see some variety. Like yo. One thing about Tiger Woods is he like what he like. Like he's like fuck that. We ain't straying off of this shit. This is all I like. All these chicks from Holland, whatever shit. They all going. Are they all going whoop your ass and shit if they find out you cheating? Because his wife was giving him the business. She was giving him the business, and what did she bust out his window?
Out his window, they don't with a glove, a fucking golf club and everything.
Yeah. He caught the business end of a golf club and shit.
Made him crash his car.
Yeah, she wasn't fucking around. Like
raw dog on bitches.
Shit. I mean, if there was any sense to it, he should have just been able to say that. I ain't cheating, that's you. Like, I'm not guilty of nothing but cloning.
I think he had to give her $125 million. Google.
It was more than that because he was worth like $1 billion at the time.
Google, see how much he had to pay his son.
He did divorce her, right?
Yeah, he divorced.
How much did Tiger Woods lose in his divorce settlement? Oh, you're right. Tiger Woods paid his ex-wife, Ellen Nordegren, a divorce settlement of approximately $100 million to $110 million in 2010. Mm-hmm. While initially misreported as a much higher sum, this amount was settled upon after Woods' admission of infidelity, with Nordegren walking away from the marriage with a portion of his fortune that was still considered substantial, even compared to his career earnings. Okay.
Career earnings in golf, not his sponsorships.
Well, shit. If he had a prenup, he shouldn't have even had to pay that much.
That prenup must have went out the window for adultery, bro.
How?
I don't know. Maybe the judge found. Maybe that girl found a way. That a lawyer found a way to get around that shit.
No, just adultery is not a crime.
It's a crime to marriage.
It's really not. People be thinking that adultery is just going to qualify you to get everything that your spouse had. It doesn't really work that way. That's why you have lawyers. You know what I mean? Like infidelity, infidelity. That don't mean you gonna lose your shirt just because because you cheated on your spouse. That doesn't really work that way. But of course, we think that it does. But I've known people who got divorced, and I've known people who cheated in the marriage, and they got the divorce settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So the law.
They ordered, not getting off the subject, but they ordered, what's her name? Tiana, Iman Shumpert, ex-wife, the one that you just divorced, Tiana Taylor.
Oh, okay.
They just ordered her to pay him $3.5 million.
Mm-hmm. Same.
No. They ordered her to pay him $780,000. The judge ordered Remy Ma to pay Papoose $3.5 million.
That's crazy. Dang. I didn't even know that. I didn't know they were even officially divorcing. And
she better put her right hand up, put her right hand down.
It's funny because she didn't make nowhere near that kind of money when she was actually making records. Ain't that some shit?
Well, he didn't put it out on Front Street. He was right majority of all that shit.
Well, yeah, that don't surprise me.
No, it don't surprise me neither.
It don't surprise me at all. You looking out. But that would only really matter if she was like a battle rapper or whatever. I mean, all right, he wrote her songs.
He's not even the relevancy of Remy Ma is over with. You might see him at Target next week.
No, she got a battle. She got her own battle league. She doing all right for herself. She be all right. She fucking with the boy from Philly, Easy the Block Captain. So,
No, they're not together no more.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
But that's not what he say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did hear what you saying on social media and all of that, but I haven't seen any proof of that. None at all. But anyway, when it comes to profiling, hold on, what was we talking about before then? Before the whole papoose. Oh, yeah, Mary J. Blige. Mary had to pay Kendu Isaacs. She had to pay him a nice little chunk.
Yes, he did.
And he was definitely the cheater.
Yeah.
So just infidelity don't mean anything. I mean shit. If you got the right kind of lawyer, was you can prove what you prove. Brooklyn all day. What's good, my dude? How you feeling? Yeah, it's the one thing about the law. I can't say that it's meant to be broken, but that shit is very malleable. You can manipulate the shit out of that. And people do it every turn. So as soon as you think you got the whole legal thing tied up and figured out, be like, yeah, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You about to really learn. But yeah, with the whole profiling thing, Remy Ma pretty much, like Papoose and Easy the Block Captain, look very alike.
Somewhat.
Very alike. Very alike. Now, the pictures that they be trying to show Easy the Block Captain before he got braces and all of that shit, they like, I'm like, this shit is so fucking corny on the internet. I'm like, really? So y'all gonna go get his picture from 2018, 19, instead of what he looks like yesterday. Why? Because they want the profile of him to be like some bum ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some cornball, like Papoose is some kind of superstar. Like, come on, man. I mean, as much as I like Papoose as a rapper, we gonna stop the bullshit. You know what I mean? We gonna stop all of that. Them motherfuckers blew up off of Love and Hip Hop. Neither one of them blew up off an album.
Mm-hmm.
So Brooklyn all day says twins kid. He is a cornball though. Which one? Easy or Papoose? Because there's an argument that you could say either one of them is, you know what I'm saying? But they look alike. That shit crazy. All right.
You got a type. Is that what you said?
Brooklyn all day said Geechee Gotti handed his ass to him. No, he didn't. He beat that battle. Geechee won the whole battle in everybody's eyes because of his third round when he was essentially rapping to Remy. He ain't Easy beat him in that battle. Come on, stop it. Stop. You can't take one round. Easy was winning two rounds to nothing going into the third. And because of his third round.
You can say whatever you want to say about Geechee Gotti, because this boy named Charlie clipped both of them.
Easy mom had died that day. So he choked for the first time in a battle. He would have beat Charlie.
Charlie clips?
Yeah.
Oh, you might want to do it over again then.
No.
It won't be the same results though.
No. Charlie get beat all the time. He get beat all the time.
I haven't seen. I've seen maybe once. I haven't seen.
He gets beat all the time because he don't prep. He does not prepare for battles. He tries to go in and freestyle the whole battle. He be getting his ass handed to him. He just lost 3 battles in a row. Like,
I need you to see who he went against so I can look at them.
Listen, I love Charlie Clips, but he be playing too much. Like, motherfuckers don't even want to book him no more because they like he not gonna come with material. He's gonna try to freestyle the whole battle. And he does. I mean, it'd be good, but people want to hear your writtens. They not here, to have you, hear you busting on the crowd and you know what I mean, and just freestyling and shit because it'd be obvious that he didn't come prepared. But his unprepared is better than a lot of other people's prepared, but not against a real skilled battle rapper. Like, no, you're not winning these battles. So Nate, I was about to say Nate the Landlord. I meant fucking. I can't, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't make no fucking sense. What is his name? Because he do call himself the Landlord, but it's
He's the block captain.
No. Who did Charlie lost against? He lost to fucking Chef Trez. He lost to what's his fucking name? Goddamn battles. I don't want to go to the app. Plus, it's time to get on up out of here. Anyway, he been losing a lot. He been losing a lot. But Geechee Gotti did not beat Easy the Block Captain. He just had a great third, but the third can't be counted as the first and the second.
So, well, what do you remember in comedy, son?
We not
you
talking.
Remember the good joke in the beginning? And the last joke at the end, in the middle, just all fluff.
You don't get 3 rounds in comedy, sir.
No,
you're not competing with anybody in comedy, sir. You're not competing with anybody in comedy, sir. It doesn't work that way.
Well, you leave off stage on a good note.
If you was bombing the whole time and you had one good joke getting off stage, they not going to say that you was funny as shit. They say, yeah, that motherfucker, they gonna say that motherfucker had one good fucking joke. We were so glad he got the fuck off stage. That's what they gonna say. You know what I mean? That's what they going, that's what the crowd gonna say. See what I mean? He had one that motherfucker was not funny. But before he got off, he did have one joke. He should have made that he should have just did that joke and got the fuck off stage. That's what they gonna say. Nobody gonna say you had a good set because you had one fucking joke. But because you had one good joke, you didn't tear it down.
You had one. The opener was the nice one. You had a few in the middle, but that last one.
No, now you add in all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Moving the goalpost moves so far. It ain't even in the stadium no more. What the fuck happens to the goalpost?
What I do, man? I gotta move the goalpost, man. I can't let someone win this debate. That part of that debate.
Easy beat Geechee Gotti. Period. Now, after the Geechee Gotti battle, they tried to say everybody beat him. Oh, what the fuck? Damn, last son a winner?
It's like they want everybody
look at this motherfucker. Look at this. He did that to Fat Bruce. Yeah, it's like so after the Geechee battle, they tried to say John the Don beat him. I'm like, man, come on, stop. What? John the Don? I can't. Yo.
Last summer a winner.
Yo, last son of winter. He said, may you play niggas in Paris in the background. Yo.
All right, I'm gonna sing it for you. I'm also a motherfucker want to find me. Hey, son, please send you $50. Hello?
He sent me $50 to play myself. The fuck out of here.
You better get on Congo and start playing ball so hard.
Tell you what, I got you. I'm gonna get this Kalimba action.
Wait, niggas in Paris in the background. That's just, I honestly think you're being smart. Motherfucker, go say niggas in Paris. 1,500. I try to get JP to do it in the background for you. Okay, you got the right one. We're going so hard, motherfuckers gotta find me. Those niggas gotta find me. Oh, shit, man, we gonna do the whole song.
But I do appreciate you, last son of winter. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Son, go freestyle for him a little free. Do a little freestyle.
Calm down, man.
Last son of winter. The last son of winter.
Michelle House. The reason I won't play niggas in Paris is because of that dumbass shit Kanye did. I don't appreciate that shit. Fuck that song.
I honestly think that he was being funny and being disrespectful in his own way.
Who?
What's his name? Son of something, whatever his name was.
What you think?
Yeah.
He said, I like to travel, keep talking, but play. Yo, get the fuck out of here. I like to travel. It's not personal. It's all good. I've been to Paris before.
That's a $50 personal bullshit.
He said, may you play a Lauryn Hill song. Just any Lauryn Hill song. We're going to play last ones. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see what I can do.
Just to do a neo soul vibe.
There we go. It's Thursday now. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, we can get this popping. Hold on. Hold on. Give it.
How can I explain myself? It's crazy as things have been. I cannot see you with no one else. Tell me what I have to do. You got yours, and I have yours. No one knows me more than you, and no one ever will. No matter how things may go, you always try to let me know it ain't working.
It ain't working.
It ain't. And when I try to walk away, you work yourself to make sense. This is crazy. This is crazy. Ooh, I keep letting you back in. You got that one, bro. I did that for you, my man.
All right, here you go.
Last son of winner. I gave you some neo soul.
That's like Roxanne.
No, that's I need a beat.
That's the Roxanne beat.
You sure that's not I Need a Beat by LL?
No, that's Roxanne. Roxanne. I wanna be your man. Roxanne.
What's up, Carla?
Yo, can't go. I don't think that you dissed me,
Carla,
Joe.
did you like my singing? No problem. He told me thank you, son. Last Son of Winner told me thank you, man. Anytime, whatever song you want to hear, Last Son of Winner.
Everything is everything. All right, let's get on up out of here, man.
I got one thing, son. It's funny how problems change the situation. Miscommunication leads to complication.
Yo, let's get out of here after 4 o'clock. I've been trying to get back in the bed since I got out of that motherfucker. I'm about to make my return.
Did you leave early?
No, hell no. All right, hold on. Let's do the poll question. All right, the poll question was with 74 votes. Are you wrong to reject someone who looks and reminds you of someone who hurt you before? 28% said yes, that ain't cool. You are wrong. That ain't cool. 26% said no, protect yourself at all times. And 36%, which is the majority, said yes and no. They may be different. And 9% says I would get more info. It's supposed to say I would get more info and then decide. But I see I had a typo and I can't fix it. It's all good. All right, well, a lot of differing opinions. I don't know. Everybody profiles. Everybody gets profiled. Hopefully that a good profile befalls you instead of the negative profile that could put you in harm's way or could make you feel bad about something. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people will. What? What's up?
I have one question. I just want to ask you one question before I hang up. So this is about a clothing line. Was Baby Fat and Fat Farm disrespectful to fat people?
No, it's spelled with a P.
But it's still fat.
Doesn't mean the same thing. What can I say?
Hey, much love, bro, man. Thank you for letting me laugh, man. I needed the laughter, bro.
It's all good, man. You know how we do. We'll be right back tomorrow, 2 o'clock. But for now,
you're gonna let us know about the music.
Man, I gotta do these birthday shout outs and get the fuck on the body and stop delaying me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn your ass down. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were bored on this glorious August 28th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get... I made a mistake. This is for December. This is for August 27th. Number one out the box. Dime Blackwell, happy birthday to you. And also Denise Payne, Yamina Saunders, Tashiba Jesse Stevens, Katrina Simons, my girl Go Getter Joanne Snell, and last but not least, my girl Marsha Curtis. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious, glorious, glorious August 27th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, Yo, it's been a little while since I did a freestyle. Talk about the profile. You know that somebody knows that you look like somebody else that may have took them for granted or made sure that they didn't have the same thing that they handed. You planted your feet in the ground, and hopefully you don't get the wrong profile, mess around and get shot, get hurt, get stabbed, get punched. I ain't trying to have you go out and lose your lunch. We all trying to make it out here. I'm talking to you right there and over there. I see that I gotta be sincere, just like a 5% and not a renter. I own everything that I got, and it's kind of hot in the summertime, but I still know the crime is something that we always gotta be aware, so don't have your negative profile out there. Yo, keep your wits about you and your head is on a swivel and just bevel your chin so you can begin to start to win, and I don't want to see you out there losing like a sin. Yo, the sense of the father will visit the child, but yo, why bother? Everything you do don't have to look alike. You don't have to look like nobody else for real. Psych, no, that's real as hell. That's real is something that's authentic. I said it and I meant it. One day we all gonna see the day that's a better day, but we gotta go through the crazy purple haze, not just the haze, just the fog. But I'm going to make sure I log all my wins and all my victories. Sometimes I lost, but I didn't let it get to me. So I'm going to be better than I was the day before. I say that you're on a tear, and I say that we care about our loved ones, but I understand, son, that the day has to go on. We can't go back into the days from before, and I know that you're going to be on my top, and still I won't stop until I get to the very, very top of the hill. And I'm going to tell you how I feel, because this real skills is something that we got to show. My name is O-M-A-R. That stands for outstanding man, arrogant and rough. And I know that life is tough, and it's going to get a little tougher if I don't study, don't practice. Make sure that I'm down with this actress. She's a little short thing, little brown thing. I know girls around the way. Yeah, the round thing. Yo, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go-Getterism show. So make sure y'all come on through 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is when we come on, and we on every night. So tomorrow night, we probably have more fun than we did tonight, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button before we get on up out of here. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Do your due diligence, man. Say your prayers. Tell your people that you love them. Never let them think that you've played out in their mind. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's good? What's good? All right, so I can disrobe. I can even get y'all necklace up off of y'all. Good now. I'm good now. Yo, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I'll holler back at y'all tomorrow at 2 a.m. Yo, once again, thanks again last son of when. I appreciate that super chat. Thanks to all y'all. Peace.